what's up? So we had a terrible storm on Thursday evening, and learned a lot about myself, and I just learned a lot. I think a lot of us did. I know we are blessed beyond belief. And they always say you don't miss it till it's gone. That's so true. So we was down power-wise for 30 minutes shy of 4 days. I became just about a shower whore. I used all the hot water on that Thursday because I was supposed to go to work that night. And then all hell broke loose at like 3:15. So once the power went out, power went out about 3:15. I took my shower about 2:45. I used every ounce of hot water in the hot water heater. If you don't have electricity, it doesn't heat any water back up. So we had great friends that would be like, hey, I know you're having a hard time with, our power did, their power had came up. And they're like, how about you guys come over for dinner? And while dinner's being fixed, you can take a shower. You could take a shower, and they wouldn't have to get it out of their mouth. Okay, what time? What time do we need to be there? And so we would go there, shower while dinner was finishing up, and then we would eat and just stay in the AC and just chill for a little bit and visit. One thing that I did learn, I don't want to be a filling station attendant when I grow up. I said that to Cindy the other day, and she's like, what the hell are you talking about? I said, when I was younger, pulling up to a filling station, not a gas station, it was a filling station, and you hear that ding, 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 that means you're pulling in. You have a guy, usually, that comes up to the window, leans on your windowsill, smells like gasoline. He's like, hey, want me to check your fluids? Let me check your windshield wash, your dipstick, your oil, and you want it filled up, or how much you want, and they cleaned your windshield with and I was like, I loved how back in the day that when they'd smell like gasoline, I'm like, that smells like a productive, they're doing something good, and I want to be that guy. So in the meantime, during all this, a few days of depression, we got a generator. And every time we would go fill up 6 or 7 lawnmower gas containers, I'd end up with gas absolutely all over me. And then we would empty those, put them into the garage. I would end up with, because all the nozzles don't fit well in the containers, I'd end up with it all over me. And then the generator would start getting low. We'd shut it off. We'd pour it. About all of them leak around the nozzle. I'd smell like gasoline again. After washing my hands or showering or whatever, I'd be like, oh, God, I still smell like I work at a gas station. I've learned that is not my calling. I don't want to do that. I don't want to smell like gas. We all started joking around about, and I know we're blessed beyond. We're spoiled rotten. That's what we are. Washers, dryers, microwaves, heated water, inside bathroom, AC. And so, of course, all those things that I just mentioned was kind of a thing of the past. No washer and dryer, unless you had a generator that's hooked through your main breaker box. We didn't do that. But anyway, so your washer and dryer was non-functional. Your hot water was non-functional. Your AC was non-functional. Your TV, we barely had a phone signal. It just felt like we was the Waltons. We have a friend that talked about having well water. Well, well water does not pump water back into the toilet. So she would go down to their pond and grab pond water to pour it in their toilet to flush their toilet. She made a comment. She's like, I started feeling like Laura Ingalls on Little House on the Prairie. I get it. It's hard work. I mean, it's not like, they'll just Netflix and chill. Number one, nothing would come up on our phone. Most of the time, our phone said SOS, which meant unless you have an emergency, you can't even call your neighbor to say, hey, are you guys okay? You couldn't call anybody. And we didn't have any signal of any kind. Your iPad doesn't work. You have no air. It's hard work keeping the generator going and making sure the dogs are okay and, you know, just trying to survive. But like I said, there's people that our house was not destroyed, our vehicles was not destroyed, and there's a lot of people that has happened to. They've lost a lot. I have another friend that made a comment. She's like, I have learned to use a washboard for my clothes. I'm like, and she's younger than me. I'll be 60 this year. So there's a lot of things. My mom was like, welcome to my childhood. Because it was a lot like her life growing up. Anyway, so I have a friend that's younger than me that I maybe late 20s, early 30s. And she's like, I learned to use a washboard. And she said, I've been churning butter. I'm like, oh my God, we are going back in time. It was funny because like the first night or two, I patted Cindy on the back and I'm like, honey, I like camping out with you. Because it was just like camping, like you're roughing it, but you don't have the bugs and you're looking for a cool spot to land and all that. But I'm like, I like camping out with you. This is fun. And then by the next night, I was so over it. I'm like, I'm good. You good? Good night. We'll see you in the morning and we'll do the same shit on a different day. On about the third day, we're sitting there, nothing happening in the house. It was quiet. And Cindy's like, I know what it feels like to be a dog. I'm like, what? She's like, I know what it feels like to be our dogs. She said, all you do is eat, shit, and take a nap and look for a cool spot so that you're not miserable. So, we're back to normal. Everything's good. We got our AC and our phones and our iPads and our TV and our electric recliners. I tell you what, we always thought electric recliners, man, that's going to be cool. That's nice. But you know, when you don't have power, you don't have a recliner. And so the first night it happened, we pretty much went to bed at like 7:14, got up at 11:08, took a 4-hour nap and started our process. It was like, yeah, we finally figured out, well into it, how to hook up a little bitty fan that just sit in front of us and blow on us, and to get the recliners to work. And that right there, it felt like heaven on earth. So all of you that continue to not have power, help is on the way, whether it be Duke Energy or like the tree services or whatever. Everybody's going to get back to normal, but you've not been forgotten. They're out there, and I want to thank all the linemen, all the tree services. The bottom line is, they are one and we are many. There's a lot of people that suffered from not having any power, and eventually it'll come back. It'll be back to normal, and this will just be a great, funny memory. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. And I do not want to be a filling station attendant when I grow up. No.